And yo, peace to the family. Just was looking at a video. Derek James. Derek James have a podcast called "Boxing with Derek James" or something of that sort, or the Derek James podcast. I forgot the name of it, but it's a pretty good podcast. It's decent. Derek James doesn't have the type of personality to be, not like mine. He's not very open like that. Speaks very, very low. He mumbles and stuff like that when he's talking, but he had a pretty good podcast. Now, I listened to the podcast. He had comedian Sean Fuller on. I think his name is Sean Fuller. Shout out to that brother that I watch your stuff. You very, very funny. I subscribe to your channel. But he said something. He revealed something in that interview that I had no idea that happened. No one in Dallas spoke about it. And this is not public information. It was never revealed until Derek James revealed it. And he said that after the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight, right? We know what happened. We know what Crawford did to Spence. We know all what was said prior to the fight. We knew about all what Errol Spence fans said, all of the pro PBC and pro Errol Spence YouTube channels. A lot of them folded. They're going with the wind. Some of them have jumped off the Errol Spence bandwagon, left Dallas for dead. And then those guys, those Errol Spence fans, they have become fans of Boots Ennis. So they are over there with Jaron Ennis now. They jumped off the Errol Spence bandwagon. Now they're on Jaron Ennis bandwagon. Understandably so, that's what these fans do. So, but he spoke about after the fight, he said that he went to Omaha.
So be outside running around all day with no shoes on, just you know what I mean. Yeah, and that ain't the kids you want problems with. You know what I mean. Well, you like you used to bite.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about you, Terrence. Come do something about it.
Right. You know what's funny though? I mean, after the fight, I mean, I've talked to him. I've got to. We've had conversations. I was in Omaha.
Derek James went to Omaha, and he said he called Terence Crawford. He said because he has a great relationship with Terence Crawford's manager, which we know who that is. That's Ish. So he has a great relationship with Terence Crawford's manager. And he said that, he got a great relationship with Bomac as his manager. But I think he was talking about maybe his agent. Maybe Ish. I'm pretty sure he was talking about Ish. Ish out of North Carolina, Ishmael Henson, right? Pretty sure he was talking about him. And he said that, yeah, man, so he went to Omaha, he called Crawford.
And, he's like, man, you in Omaha? Yeah, I'm in Omaha. So I hit him up or whatever because his manager and I were real cool. And so, yeah, man, he's a pretty cool cat, man. Because before, we kind of met, but it was kind of like, not where we spend time, not where we talk to each other. So, in talking to him, I mean, he kind of see where I come from when I say what I say, So it's like, it's the game, man. Listen, and like it was no way for people really don't understand. Like fans take it to heart. It's not like pro football or whatever. Boxing, there's no way for these fighters to make the money they make and live the lifestyle they live if it wasn't for those two guys, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, so we're not mad at each other. It's like we're co-workers.
Yeah.
We're working together to kick each other's butt.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's the game though.
And he said him and Crawford had a good conversation. They spoke, all of that stuff there. Whatever issues they had, they hashed it out. And he said that fans, you fans, you take it too serious. He said, like I tell you guys all the time, I say these fighters don't really hate each other like that. It ain't no hate. Like these guys are in they are boxers. And they are in a class that me and you are not in. You know what I mean? You're just a civilian, a regular person. These guys are professional athletes, boxers. So they have a common bond. And what happens is the fan, a lot of you male groupies are fanned out over your favorite male fighter. I really don't. To this day, I don't understand it. I can see maybe, you being fanned out over a football team. That happens. People crazy about the Dallas Cowboys. They're crazy about, San Francisco. They're crazy about Kansas City Chiefs. But, a lot of you male groupie fans, especially in boxing, y'all act like y'all want to sleep with the fighter. And then y'all want to beat it. I beat you up. Y'all ain't done that yet digitally. Y'all argue digitally, of course, online. We've seen the pro PBC channels. We've seen all the big YouTube. A lot of these guys, they've been that, right? So Derek James clarified. He say, look, the fans take it too far. What you do? You take it very, very far, right? Because these fighters don't know you. But he said he met with Terence Crawford.
I mean, after the fight, I mean, I've talked to him. I've got to, we've had conversations. I was in Omaha.
And I was like, what? How come? How did this, when did this happen?
And, he's like, man, you in Omaha? Yeah, I'm in Omaha. So I hit him up or whatever because his manager and I are real cool. And so, yeah, man, he's a pretty cool cat, man. Because before, we kind of met, but it was kind of like, not where we spend time, not where we talk to each other. So, in talking to him, I mean, he kind of see where I come from when I say what I say, So it's like, it's the game, man. Listen, and like, there's no way for, like, people really don't understand, like, fans take it to heart. It's not like pro football or whatever. Boxing, there's no way for these fighters to make the money they make and live the lifestyle they live if it wasn't for those two guys, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, so we're not mad at each other. It's like we're co-workers. We're co-workers.
Yeah.
We're working together to kick each other's butt.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's the game though.
Because I didn't know he met with him. I didn't know he was in Omaha and he called Terence Crawford after, the destruction of Errol Spence, after Crawford like brutally beat down Errol Spence. You get what I'm saying? And now 3 years later, we're hearing excuses from Spence. We're hearing stuff from Derrick James. All of it is excuses to me, because had the roles been reversed, that's what you guys would have been saying. I'm just throwing back, you know what I mean? There is no peace with me. Here, I'm again, I have a scorched earth policy. There is no peace with me. I'm going to continue to bury you, right? But outside of that, we're talking about the pro PBC guys and the guys who I labeled the aerosexuals. Y'all was doing too much. 2021, 2022, 2023, y'all was doing too much. 2024, you know what I mean? 2026, y'all don't disappear. Y'all gone. Now you Boots fans. You know what I mean? And good, stay over there. Stay over there until he lose. If he lose, I hope he don't lose. But if he ever do lose, we know what y'all gonna do. Because we saw what you did to Errol Spence. You know what I mean? So anyways, not talking about the fans from Philadelphia, because the people from Philadelphia, I know y'all are really are fans of that brother. So I really do know that. And I know he has fans outside of Philly, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who jump wagon, and now they over there, you know what I mean? They forgot all about Errol Spence, the big fish. So Derrick James, when he revealed that, I said, man, you know what? When people see this interview, they're going to say, man, this is proof that Derrick James had them set Errol Spence up. Because you remember around that time, they were saying that Spence wasn't himself. They were saying it was the car accident, even though he had 2 fights after the car accident, and everybody said the big fish was back. They forgot all about that. These guys have selective memory. I say, then they said that doggone, Errol Spence said that I'm going to beat Terence Crawford, you know what I mean? Like he told me, I'm going to break him like a horse. With strap season, man, down. He said all these different things, right? And then a lot of the Errol Spence fans, they talked bad about Terence Crawford's mother. They talked about his kids. They talked about his girl. They called him top rank Toby. They talked about his skin color. We talking about black content creators and black and Hispanic YouTube channels and fan bases as well, right? These guys was all pro PBC. Pro PBC guys, PBC pretty much destroyed. Pretty much, it ain't really nothing there, to be honest with you. So, y'all ain't really got nothing else to hold on to. But he said all of that, right? And I'm like, man, I wonder how they feel if they're hearing that Derrick James met with a guy who they considered the ops. Terence Crawford is the ops. How you met with him? Because these guys took it serious. They took it to the heart. You know what I mean? Crawford was still coming to Dallas. He was still coming to Texas. Nothing happened to him. But, online, they was talking like it was some real beef and these internet gangsters, because you fanned out over Errol Spence. You know what I mean? I know y'all like, it don't make no sense. These dudes, they have no shame. And these guys are in their 40s and 50s. 30s, 40s, and 50s. You don't get no more of a bigger male groupie than that. The groupieism is to a whole nother level. And I said, man, if Derrick James, if word ever came out, about this interview, should Derrick James have revealed that? Because I say it's gonna be somebody. It's a conspiracy, because it was already a conspiracy. When Spence lost, They said that, his baby mama gave him something in the locker room that made him sleepy. They said that Mike Tyson had gave him some edibles. Errol Spence had ate some Mike Tyson edibles, and it made him sleepy. They said that Terence Crawford had egg weights in his gloves. That's why doggone Derrick James was squeezing his glove after the fight. He had to squeeze the glove to make sure because something wasn't right about that fight. That wasn't the same Spence. But prior to that, you said he was the eye collector. You said he breaking eyeballs and ribs. You said that he gonna break him like a horse. Y'all said all these things. I got all the videos. It was even some of you YouTube channels. They shut their channel down and started doing OnlyFans with their girl. You know what I'm saying? They started doing that. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So that's what happened. So I say, if Derrick James, if this was to get out, this is going to add more to the conspiracy. They already still making excuses right now. So now this is going to add more to the conspiracy. Aha, Derrick James went to Omaha, Nebraska, and he met with Terence Crawford. So I know what y'all gonna say. Oh man, Crawford, see, this is proof. Crawford had no gave the man some money, don't pay him. This is why Errol Spence didn't look good. Derrick James didn't even train him like that because he was setting him up to get beat down by Crawford. Had we known that, we never would have bet all that money on Errol Spence because y'all bet a lot of money. Some of y'all bet your car note money. Your car got repossessed. You bet your rent money. You see what I'm saying? You bet your trick money, the money that you trick with on your girls, like y'all was real mad. Dallas ain't been the same since Errol Spence lost.
Huh? You got some chain for fire? Got chain for fire? Got it. Chain me up. All right. Man, get my fire on. All right, bro. Man, get my fire on, man. Get my fire on! Get my fire on! I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Get my motherfucking fire out, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Get my fire out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired.
Since the Errol Spence got beat down, y'all ain't been the same, bro. I hope y'all can come back. Please, Dallas, come back. I hope the Cowboys come back and do something, or the Dallas Mavericks. I'm really rooting for y'all. Y'all need to jump off Boots bandwagon and come back home and become fans of Errol Spence again. Because Boots got enough people over there. He don't need y'all. He don't need you fair weather friends over there. Y'all fair weather fans. Y'all ain't no real fans. Y'all go from one fighter to the next fighter. You get what I'm saying? I don't want y'all attacking Derrick James. Y'all loved Derrick James back in the day. Derrick James was trainer of the year. Y'all was talking about Errol Spence and Derrick James was Batman and Robin. Keep that same energy, fam. There was no conspiracy. Yes, Derrick James did go to Omaha. Yes, he did call Terence Crawford. Yes, he did meet with him and they did have a conversation. But that don't mean that he conspired against Errol Spence to help Terence Crawford. That ain't what that mean. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. There's no personal issues of beef between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It's probably personal beef and issues between Errol Spence fans and Terence Crawford's fans. Y'all don't even know each other. Y'all haven't even met each other. But y'all beefing online digitally. The beef over with. It ain't no more beef. Y'all, the aerosexuals, y'all have totally been destroyed. We do know that. Y'all, it's over with for y'all. Y'all ain't been the same since 2023. Since July 29, 2023, it's been like a funeral. It's been like a graveyard. You see what I'm saying? So, I got a list. Like Bill Haney and them say they got a list of all the fighters they want. I got a list of all of the YouTube channels and fan bases. Got a list right there. No, this is what you said here. No, that video's still there. Oh, no, this what you said there. That video's still there. And so what happens is, so they, it is what it is, but they try to bury it or whatever. But yeah, man, so I don't want y'all attacking Derrick James. Did Derrick James set Errol Spence up? Is it a conspiracy, my brother? Did he do that to the brother man, Errol Spence? He switched out on the brother man to help the other brother man from Omaha, Nebraska. He went to Omaha and had a secret meeting that no one knew about and spoke with Terence Crawford. Was that, did Bud send him, give Derrick James a check? Say, here you go, baby boy. You did good, baby boy. You told me everything that I needed to know. I was fully prepared. Thanks to you. Here go a check. Here go $25. Nah, it wasn't no conspiracy, man. It is what it is. I'm glad that Derrick James and Terence Crawford, they got a chance to talk to each other. I had no idea that they spoke right after the fight. I had no idea that they spoke after the fight. And Derrick James revealed that. Now, by him revealing that, and a lot of people gonna see this video. When they see this video by him revealing that, we already know what's gonna happen. I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. You either gonna see a video from Fagnon, Boxing Shigo, Doodoo Brown, Manager Fardy, or any of these other guys who were riding that Errol Spence Big Fish train. They was riding it, boy. They were riding it hard. Reverse cowgirl, all that there. One leg up, butterfly, Doodoo Brown, all that there, right? So they go, man, see, this is proof. This is proof that, Spence was set up and he did the right thing by firing Derrick James. I know what y'all gonna say, because you're very, very predictable. You dig? Leave your comments below and tell me, what do you think? My motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
I mean, after the fight, I've talked to him. I've got to, we've had conversations. I was in Omaha. It's like we're co-workers. Yeah. We're working together to kick each other's butt.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's the game, though.